So again I welcome you in CAD lab. So you see that I am using the AutoCAD 2006. So you may use the higher version, but the basic features remain same, but only the difference is the graphical interface. You can um, the graphical interface is better. I mean uh, in the higher version, but the basic commands and basic tools are remain same. Extra features you will get in upper version, but I am using the AutoCAD 2006. This is very much popular, so this version is very popular and among the engineer, and the AutoCAD is very user friendly software, so that's why this software is very popular, and we draw the figures using these drafting tools. Now at the middle you see that this is the blank screen. This blank screen is called drawing area. Okay, so this blank screen is called drawing area. At the top most the bar is called title bar. This is UCS icon, means the universal coordinate system. Okay, the two coordinates are shown, the x coordinate and y coordinate. X coordinate is a horizontal coordinate and the vertical coordinate is y. So suppose if I draw a line or anything, line or rectangle, suppose I start from some point. Okay, so if I move along this line, this direction is called positive direction. Okay, if I move along this line, is the vertical direction, upper vertical direction, then it is positive. So this is a sign convention of the xy coordinate. So along this direction, is along the left side, if I move points line along this line, so this is called positive direction. If I move points in opposite direction, that is called negative direction. This is also negative direction. So if I draw the line in this direction, then it is positive dimension you have to put. If I draw line in this direction, means the right side, then it is called negative. And from this point if I go down, then it is negative direction. So you have to put the negative values, you have to put negative values, and whereas at the left side, at the right side, the value should be positive, and at the left side from this point value should be negative. So this is a sign convention of universal coordinate system, and this is a cursor, mouse cursor. So you see that mouse cursor, the two lines are intersecting, so this is cross here, and this is the left side. I mean at the left side, the vertical bar on the drawing area the leftmost line. So this is called drawing toolbar. So drawing toolbar, so using the drawing toolbar you can draw lines, you can draw polylines, you can draw rectangle, trapezium, then you can draw arc, circle, etc. Now in modifying toolbars, you can draw anything to modify the drawings. So these toolbars are used. So in modifying toolbar, number of modifying toolbars are available in AutoCAD database. So that is trim to cut the line, to cut the intersection line. The trims are used, trim, then stretching, then extend, move, copy. This is a mirror command, this is a move command, this is a extend command, trim command. So lot of tools are, modifying tools are to modify the drawing. Lot of toolbars are available, which is kept at the rightmost side. Now this is a command line. Command lines means the this is a two-dimensional drawing. So here the command lines are available. You draw the two-dimensional object using the graphical interface, or either using the graphical interface GI, and another is using the command. Okay, so graphical interface means, so you just pick the line command and draw the lines. And if I use command, then you type line enter, or shortcut L enter. Enter means that is this key is on keyboard, so you press the enter, then you can draw the lines. So either using the graphical interface or using the command. So now the command is very useful to for the fast drawing. If you can draw in a short time. If I use command, then graphical interface also you can use, but here we draw the the building drawings are prepared by using the command, not by the graphical way. So this is a model tab. Here the in model tab generally the drawings are drawn, and the layout you can also you can develop from the model. And this is called status bar. So in status bar you see that this is a status bar. So here the in status bar the different tools are available. So this is a snap, grid, ortho, polar, then O snap, O track, dynamic, input, then line weight, model. So the different options are available in status, different tools are available in status bar. So in status bar you can customize also as per your needs. You enable or disable the tools, okay, as per your needs. So you can customize your you can customize Mr. So this, if I enable, if I disable, then if the snap is disabled, then what happen? Then snap is not appear on the screen. Okay, so you can customize as per your needs. You can customize your tools. So by using the command you can easily draw the figure, or you may use graphical interface also. So here the drawings are prepared using the command. So in status bar you see that it provides quick access to some of the most commonly used drawing tools. Okay, this is giving a quick access. So you can customize it. This is ortho mode is very important. If this mode is on or if this mode is enabled, then cursor will move in horizontal direction or vertical direction. Okay, when it is off, the cursor will move freely. So cursor can move anywhere. Anywhere cursor can move. Okay, now this is the polar mode. By enabling this mode, you can draw a line at any angle. So this is a polar coordinates. So to draw the polar lines, the radial lines, you can use this tool. So to draw the line at an angle, this mode is useful. Now O snap, for picking the point, a line. So this line has the different segment. This is a starting point, this is a end point, then this is middle point, then if the any intersection line, this point. So to pick the points at different portion of the line, so this tool is useful. You can see the grid line on the screen by enabling this mode. So in status bar, you go to the status bar. If you enable grid mode, then grids will appear on the screen. So this is the grid will appear on the screen, etc. Now in drawing toolbar, most commonly used drawing tools are line command. So here either from the window, from the AutoCAD window, you can pick the line command or type L. Type L or line. Okay, either this is a shortcut, and you may type line. Okay, either line you type or shortcut you can type, that is L, and then press enter or spacebar. So this is on keyboard, enter key or spacebar you press, and to repeat it again press enter or spacebar. Again to draw polyline, the command is type PL. PL is the shortcut command, or you can write polyline. Similarly, PL you type on command prompt, command bar, and press enter or spacebar. To draw rectangle, the command is rectangle, and so to draw the rectangle you need a length and width. So the first one is length, suppose 12 centimeter, then the width is separated by the comma, that is suppose it is 10. So the type command rectangle, then put the value 12, this is a length, and then put comma. Okay, then this is width. To draw circle, command circle, CIRCLE, circle. To draw an arc, command the shortcut key, that is A, etc. And again the note you remember, to go out from the command is the, suppose we want to go out from the line command, so you have to press escape key on keyboard. So in modifying toolbar, the commonly used tools are offset to draw the parallel lines. Okay, to draw the, suppose this is a line and the, to draw the parallel lines, so we want to draw a parallel line, so you have to mention the offset distance. This is the offset distance you have to give. You give the offset distance, specify the offset distance and enter, and you can draw the parallel lines using the offset command. That I will show you when I in AutoCAD I will show you later. So trim command, so trim a selection command. So this is a to trim, suppose two line is intersecting, we want to trim this portion, so use the trim command. Then extend a line to meet another, suppose we want to extend suppose you want to extend this line. Okay, so use the extend command. Lengthen or shorten line, to increase the length or to decrease the length, you can use the lengthen command. To increase the length, the value is positive, and to decrease the length, value is negative. Okay, this is a negative sign you apply. Then for increasing length, positive sign we apply. Erase command. Okay, select the object, then command E, you press E, then copy. For copy the object, you can use this command. Shortcut command, move command is M. Mirror, to get the mirror image, suppose here the one objects are given, so that to get a mirror image, so from some reference line you can get a mirror image. Okay, using the mirror image, using the mi command. So in formatting, this is the commonly used tools are B hatch. Suppose we want to draw the wall and the big symbols we have to apply. Okay, so such type of symbols we have to apply. So use the hatch command to show the masonry construction. So because you know that this is a symbol of masonry work, so for masonry works you use the symbol. So how you get the symbol? Using that B hatch command. Now the command is BH dimensioning, for to give the dimensions. Use dimension style. So here you can change the setting of dimension style, and this is the aligned linear dimension line. So for dimensioning, this command you can type this command, or for setting of the dimension style you use this command and change the setting. So layer is basically used to classify the different objects like the walls, furniture, doors, windows, dimensions using color. So in layers you can use different colors. So here the colors is mentioned, so you can use different colors. You can different line weight you can add, line type you can add again. So you can make the different layers, because in a drawing the layers is very important to make colorful and as well as to distinguish the objects. So you can make the different layers. You have the dozen layers as per your needs. So as per your needs, you make the different number of layers. And at the command prompt, enter layer. So here the layer you type and press enter or space bar. To write anything, so here the text command. To write anything on the screen, you can insert a single line text, you can change text style, color, text height, etc. At the command prompt, enter text command. And this is a zoom command. This increase or decrease the apparent size of object in the current viewport. At the command prompt, enter zoom command. So increase the size or decrease the size, you may use zoom command. Okay, these things you remember because the CAD has lot of options. This is a million options, so that you have to explore. So only the few things I have discussed which is required to develop the architectural plan, but the CAD has a lot of options and possibilities that you should explore on your own. Preparation of drawing sheet using AutoCAD. This is the first experiment. Preparation of drawing sheet using AutoCAD software. So what is the aim? To draw a typical single room plan elevation, sectional elevation for a load bearing wall structure using AutoCAD. So this is the first drawing that we develop in AutoCAD software. And the apparatus, AutoCAD software is, you need the AutoCAD software and computer. So that plan you have to develop. So this is a plan of a bedroom. Size is 3.7 meter into 4.3. This is the width, length, and width is 4.3 meter. So plan of single bedroom. This is a wall thickness is 250 mm. You see that the dimension, all dimension are in centimeter. Wall thickness is 25, means the 250 mm. Now how the plan is developed, that is, you see that just below the chaja level, okay, just below the chaja level we imagine a imaginary plane. So and from this imaginary plane we look down and the top view is drawn. So along this direction the plan is top view is drawn. So from that plane, from the horizontal plane, the view is drawn, top view is drawn. So this is again this is an orthographic projection. You see that this is a three-dimensional object. So orthographic projections is drawn on horizontal plane. So when you are looking from top, then what you see, that is the thickness of wall. You can see the thickness of wall, then the size of bedroom, then this is the window. So here the swing windows is used, swing window. And this is the door frame. Okay, door frame size is 100 mm. Okay, this is the door panel width. Again, this is this is 0.9 meter. Okay, this is a swinging door, and the thickness of the door panel, I have considered thickness of the door panel. This is the door panel. Thickness of door panel is 25 mm. Okay. Next, here the two type of windows are used. So here the details of door and windows are given, and the bedroom size is 3.7 meter into 4. So you see that bedroom is generally rectangular in shape, and the door is placed at the corner to maintain the privacy, and this is called the clear distance. Okay, this is the clear distance. This is 3.7 meter, and this is 4.3 meter. So the plan is drawn below the charger level. So the charger comes on dotted line, because this portion is not visible on plan, but it remains. So that's why it appear on plan as a dotted line, because the plan is drawn just below the charger. And this is the width of window. Width of window is how much? That is 1.2 meter. You see that this is centimeter, so 120 centimeter is the 1.2 meter. Okay, then the this is the charger width. Charger width is how much? Charger width is 450 mm. Charger width is 450 mm. Now that this distance is 50 mm, is the 5 centimeter and the 5 centimeter. Okay, this is a horizontal projection. Charger is basically, so in every building the charger is used. Okay, so for standard building, for traditional building, charger are used to protect the rainwater. If I am not using the charger, then what happens? The rainwater enter inside the room. So that's why, and also to protect the sunlight. Okay, the sunlight when at the noon time. So sunlight, this will not come. Direct sunlight will not enter into the building. Okay. Now the window, this is again the another window. This is a window panel. This window panel is, again it is 100 mm window panel. So this is a symbol of window. Another window type is also considered W2. Size is 100, is the 1 meter window size. Width of the window is 1 meter, and height of the window is 1.2 meter. So you see that here the masonry works, the brick symbols are used, are shown. So the wall is made by brick, and this is a load bearing wall type of structure, and the scale is 1:50. 1:50 here. I have considered the scale 1:50. And one thing you remember, that you have to place the window in such a way so that the proper ventilations uh, such that the room should be airy, and so that's why you should place the window at the proper place. Now next, this is a plan of single room. Now we develop the front elevation. Here again the scale is considered 1:50. So from plan we develop, so those lines are called construction line. Construction line. Okay, this construction line, or it is called helping line, to develop the front elevation. So we draw the construction line. So after developing the front elevation, we have to erase those construction line. Okay, now so the front view is drawn, and along this direction the orthographic projection is drawn, with the vertical plane is drawn. So here this is the ground level, by line we represent. Then this height is called plinth height. Plinth height is 600 mm. So from ground level to floor level height is called plinth height. So this height, the plinth height you have to provide. Otherwise, if the floor level is remain at the same level of the ground level, then what happens? The water goes into the building. So that's why the plinth height you have to maintain, and this height depend on the topography of the Okay, the plinth height is standard 60 mm. Now we develop the window. Okay, so the window dimension, this is the height is 1.5 meter. This is a charger dimensions. The minimum, here the width of window, this is the parapet. Okay, so the parapet section, this type of sections are used. This is called tapered section, and width of parapet is 450. Okay, so horizontal projection, this type of section, this is called a tapered section, and minimum thickness is 50. Okay, at the free end thickness is 50, and where the charger is supported, so this thickness is 100. Here the room height is 300 mm. Okay, means 300 centimeter, means the 3 meter. Room height is 3 meter. Then this is a slab used. The slab is slab is here, this is slab remain. So this is a slab thickness is 150 mm. Then again, so this is a roof, so you have to apply a waterproofing layer. So this waterproofing layer thickness is 75 mm, and this is called parapet wall. This is a guard wall. Okay, so around the, so here the parapet walls are constructed, and the standard height is 90 centimeter, means the 900 mm. Now the sectional elevation is drawn. So I take the section along this line, cut the building and see the sectional view. Okay, so this is the load bearing wall type of structure. So the wall is constructed, wall is made by brick. Now the this is called the footing height. This is called depth of footing, and here the depth of footing is, okay, this is the 150, 150, 150, 450, and the thickness of concrete footing, that is PCC work, 450 and 550. So the thickness 500 is the 550 is the depth of footing. So means you have to excavate soil up to 550 depth. Then the PCC work is done. So thickness of PCC work is 150. So after that, brick, this type of footing is called stepped footing. So here the and the width of okay, this is a PCC work is done. Okay, PCC is the plain cement concrete works is done, and the ratio is 1:2, 2:4, and it's a 1 part cement, 2 part coarse aggregate, and 4 part 1 part cement, 2 part sand, and 4 part coarse aggregate. PCC work is done. So here thickness of PCC footing is the plain cement concrete work is how much? That is 150. Okay, so after that you see that here this is the thickness of the so that then the brick constructions are made. So this type of footing is called stepped footing. So load is the load transfer from slab to beam, then beam to wall. So load transfer in this way, finally it goes to the footing, this is the stepped footing, and finally load transfer. So the load is distributed in a bigger area, and finally load transferred to the soil. So here the 150 mm is the height of this step. So 150 mm means here the 2 layer bricks are used. Okay, because the 3 inch is the height of the brick. then the two brick layers are used. Okay, and obviously you have to use the mortar to bond to make bond with bricks. The mortars has been used. Next, again the 150. So the from ground level to plinth height. Now this soil with the foundation footing depth. This depth is filled up by the excavated soil. So after that, from ground level to plinth level, again this level you have to fill up, and here the different layers. One is the sand, then the single layer brick layers used. So here it is PCC work, PCC ASF is applied. Is the artificial stone flooring. Okay, the flooring is done. So this portion is filled up by the sand, then brick, BFS, this is the brick flat flooring. This layer is sand layer. This layer is BFS. This is a single layer brick BFS layer is used, and here this is ASF. It's the artificial stone flooring. Okay. Oh, okay. So BSF. After that, PCC work is done. Okay. The PCC thickness is 100, and above PCC the ASF is. So the first layer sand, second layer is brick. Okay, BFS, brick flat flooring. Third layer is concrete, plain cement concrete, and above PCC ASF is done. The artificial stone flooring is done. So here DPC is used. So dam proof concrete. So why these things are used? Because the water can go upward direction. So to prevent it, so this waterproofing agent is used. So this is a sectional elevation of load bearing wall type of structures, and in a drawing sheet you have to mention the north direction as well as this is the name table. Okay, so nameplate you also make and place it at the right corner, at the bottom right corner. So in AutoCAD, how you develop this drawing? So here the steps are mentioned. So first you set the unit, means the what unit you consider, that you as per your drawings you set the units. Then paper size, the chart paper size you know. So that's this paper size you fix, set the paper size. Then also you fix the scale you can change. So here we use scale, so the scale also you have to fix, or you can set the unit paper size. This is graphically you can do, or you can use the command, that is MD setup. So using this command also you can set the unit, paper size, scale, etc. In step 2, draw lines. Either draw the single lines or polylines, rectangle of a given dimension considering ortho or polar mode. Okay, using the ortho or polar mode, by enabling the ortho and polar mode on, you draw the lines, enabling or disabling the ortho and polar mode on. polar mode, you draw the lines, polylines and rectangles of a given dimension. And at the command prompt, enter line, the shortcut key is L. Again polyline, for polyline, poly means many lines. Okay, so the P line you make you write, you type P line, or for rectangle command RC, and draw the circle and arc of a given dimension by following method. So next is you can draw the circle. So circle, the different circles are used here: the center point and radius, 2-point circle, 3-point circle, tangent circle. And the command prompt, enter circle or C, or you using the graphical interface also you can choose circle command. In arc, 3-point method. Okay, so here the different arcs are available. So start point, center point, end point, length of chord, end point direction, start point, end point, radius. At the command prompt, enter arc command. Now in step 3, offset the line or arc on either side by the distance as mentioned in the figure. So as mentioned in the figure, you draw the parallel lines using the command offset or O, and again use trim command to trim lines, arc, circle, etc. using this command. Again use extend command for extending line. At the command prompt, enter extend or X command. Use lengthening command to increase or decrease the length. At the command prompt, enter lengthening command. Draw the projection lines at the respective format. Go to the properties toolbar, load line type, ISO long dash, short dash in the line type area. Select line type. Next in step 4, apply layers for coloring object. At the command prompt, enter layer or command is shortcut key is LA. Fill up the object by different color and patterns by using hatch and gradient command. At the command prompt, enter hatch and gradient. Okay, the shortcut key is BH. And to give the dimensions, use dim command to give dimensions. Considering various type dimensioning pattern like linear dimension, angular dimension, radial dimension, diametric dimension according to your figure. Create single line text or multi-line text. The command prompt, enter text and dim text. Then after finishing the drawings, you save it. The command is qsave. In precaution, put ortho on whenever necessary, wherever necessary. Use the required view toolbar command like pan zoom. Use the required modify toolbar commands like trim, erase, copy, mirror, etc. Again the note, CAD has lot of options and possibilities that you should explore on your own. So these figures I have drawn in AutoCAD. So you see that here the different. So I have developed the plan elevation, sectional elevation in AutoCAD 2006. Here you see that, so this direction is mandatory, then this dimension is the room size, the architectural element details, size, you have to mention. This is mandatory, and this is an assignment. Write the name and function of above mentioned command. Draw floor plan, front elevation, sectional elevation of a single room using AutoCAD software. Room dimension is this. So for this single room, 3.8 meter into 4 meter, draw the plan, develop front elevation, develop sectional elevation, and for this dimension is for room number 1 to 30, and room dimension 3.7 meter 2 into 4.3 meter. These room numbers that you prepare, that you you write on paper. Okay, write the name and function of above mentioned command, write on paper, and make it PDF and send it to CI. And this plan you develop in AutoCAD. So that in next class, in next lecture, I show you in AutoCAD software how the plans are developed, how the plans are prepared, then from plan how the elevation is drawn, how the sectional elevation is drawn. That I will show you in next lecture. So here I end my lecture.